My mother had told me that if you want to see what a man will be like when he grows older, look at his father. And I can still remember the first time I went to his house and met my husband's father. I just really liked him. I was fascinated with him. However, what actually happened after we got married was that my husband was more like my mother, because the couple is comprised of one like this and one like that. It's a set of musical chairs, and there's only 2 chairs. And I knew my role. I knew how I would be in a couple by watching my father. And interestingly enough, I got married at 19 years old because I wanted to get away from my mother's sort of domineering, controlling, impatient self. And lo and behold, because my inner couple is one like this and one like that, I was attracted to somebody like this because the imperative, the script that I've been handed, how to be a couple, requires this. So I'm actually on an unconscious basis searching for someone who can help me recreate these interactional couple dynamics. When I was writing my book, my editor said, well, you should have why you choose the mate you do. And I said, no, because we don't choose. In a sense, we pick, but we search for someone who can match the other adult, the other parent, that can help us recreate that. Actually, because I was like my father, and later I found out my husband's father and I were more alike, and he was more like my mother and his mother. Basically, he had a similar parental set. His mother and father had somewhat the same personality interaction. So what I call the inner couple imprint is number 8. It's the lessons that you learned. While you were learning to speak English, you were learning to speak couple. It didn't show up in you, and it didn't appear in your personality until the mating urge began. And at that point, you already knew what a couple is supposed to be like, even if it's a minus. Yeah.
I missed something. Back when you said the inner adult down under the parent is the inner parent.
Yes.
What is the inner mate? What goes under that?
Oh, well, basically, because my father is my inner adult, he's also my inner parent model, which means that because I interact in a couple relationship the way he did, I also interjected the way he parented. I parent my children basically the way my father was as a parent to me.
What's the other?
This is, and not coincidentally, my husband, inner parent mate. My husband parented our children the same way, approximately the same way my mother had parented me. Because these two, he was a perfect mate for me. Not necessarily a perfect match, but he was a perfect mate.